Torquay United next in the league. Tell us a bit about the last game, of course, against Aldershot. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought we played really well, to be honest. We were disappointed, obviously, with the result, but when we watch it back as well, these are things that are out of your control. But Michael Cheek's goal was disallowed, and I think everyone's seen it since. It was a mile onside. It was never, not even close. And they're game-changing decisions. And I thought the boys, there's lots of things going on at the club at the moment, as we know. I thought the boys, were terrific. I don't think they deserve to lose. I don't. I thought we played a good side. We played very well, and I thought we played very well. So we were disappointed to lose. But in these moments that we find ourselves in, we're looking for people that really push as much as they can, and I couldn't knock them for that.
Yeah, and because of the departures of players, we've seen some other players like come in. For example, Luke Pennell, who hasn't really featured all season, been playing in centre back, where he's usually a full-back, isn't he?
Yeah, when he came here, he played both positions, but looked at himself as a left back, and he started to see it. As you know, he was out all last season with a ACL, and only come back, I think, last game of the season. Started off the season at left back for us. I thought going very well, and got injured at Hartlepool. And to be honest, he's not been fit since. Just really, it was. If I'm being honest, it might have been a week. He's been training, but in terms of getting up to full fitness and everything, I think he's probably still a week or two away. But our situation was, he had to play, and he done very well. I have to say, he done well, and he's had another week's training now, so hopefully his fitness levels will improve. But I think as people would have saw in the game, he went down with cramp a couple of times. And the problem is we can't afford anyone to get injured because our numbers are low, and with events going on today, they're going to be lower. So we have to be careful.
Yeah, and of course you mentioned about injuries. Is everyone okay, all fit, ready?
Yeah, I mean we have no injuries from the last game, if you like, so that's a positive. But sort of as we talk, we have two players talking to another club. So if that goes through, we would be down to bare bones really. But to push some of the youth people forward and see if they can make a contribution. We still have good players out there, but as I say, our squad is sort of thinning by the minute.
Yeah, and of course Torquay United, what's your thoughts ahead of playing them?
Well, they've had a real go the last few weeks. I think they've got 6 loan players in, which is the maximum you can have. One obviously from us who can't play, Elliot Romain. But they've brought in some, I think 4 of the loan players I think are very good. I think they've found some finance to bring these players in, and they've had some good result last week. I thought were Maidenhead for them. We had a tough game up here earlier this season. We won 1-0, but I thought it was a tough game. They were bringing in, they had loan players in there, and I think Murphy that had been here, and Josh McCoy that I had at Luton. So they had good players there. So they're fighting for their lives to get out of that bottom 4. So at this stage of the season, someone's fighting for something normally, and either to get in the top 7 or keep out the bottom 4. So I think all games are extra tough.
Yeah, you mentioned Elliot Romain. He's actually been scoring goals for Torquay.
No, he's gone there. I think he scored 2 goals in his time there. He was a great lad, Elliot, who he did find it hard here. I think with Morgan and Cheeky and the players that we had. And he's gone there and he's scored goals. I wouldn't ideally have let him leave, if I'm being honest, but he was one of the first ones at the start of this situation that we found ourselves in, that that we could move, and it's really been a case of whoever we can move, we've moved.
Yeah, and of course Torquay Saturday, and a few days later it's away to Dover, so yeah. It's quite a short break,
but that's okay. I think that players and I think staff prefer the games, and they're a team that's going to be tough because they're challenging the other end, so we're in that sort of stage of the season where everyone's got a little bit to play for, but I think they're the best games to play in, and I think that's where you see people respond to what's going on around them.